Alright, chummers, before we get started, if you enjoy our content, do us a favor and give it a like if you're watching on YouTube, or rate the episode if you're listening on your favorite audio podcasting platform. Those interactions do go a long way with helping us get this out to other like-minded Shadowrun individuals. Also, we are on our way to 1,000 subscribers for our YouTube. We can't do it without your help. We're halfway there. Thank you guys so much. Keep it up. Back into what happened last episode. We had Harlequin make an appearance and be very angry about the current state of affairs that things are in. And there was a job that they were hired to do. They're not really doing it. So, little angry, had to go and recollect some of our wayward runners and bring them back to base to get them all set up and squared away again. Maybe they're starting to hear voices. I don't know. That's just a crazy side effect, right? Well, we'll just have to wait and find out if anything comes of that. Today, to see what we're getting into, maybe back on track to take down Blue Chip. But before we discover what that's going to be all about, a quick word from our sponsor.
New York, 2072. Megacorps rule over everything from their gilded skyrakers, crushing everyone underfoot. Meanwhile, the metahuman population is squeezed between the corpse and the human supremacist polyclubs, until it boils over with the bombing of the Metahumanity Pride Parade. You know what that means, right, chummer? It's time to take pride against prejudice. Join a team of Shadowrunners thrown together by circumstance, trying to make a living in the cracks of the sprawl, as they find out who was behind the bombing and put a stop to the mastermind behind it and their plans, once and for all. Welcome to Pride Against Prejudice, a Shadowrun 4th edition actual play podcast.
Welcome back, runners. Aren't you excited? We're
good to be
back
home.
on track to take care of Blue Chip, right? That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, then you have an angry clown man that follows you around and makes your life terrible. So, like I said last time, you guys had all been brought back together, and you had decided. Have you decided on your target of 3 that you're going to go after?
Yeah, we're going to the warehouse.
Woo.
All right. It's another lovely day in the Barrens. Yes, Otto, yes.
Grab my phone. Did I grab my phone?
You did find your phone.
Phone's
finally.
on the body. Okay. All right. Well, that be note for everyone. Phone's on the body.
I'm making a big note on it right now.
That's very important.
Otto found his phone. Huge note. You know, if you could see, you would see that you have some missed calls, but you can't. So
doesn't sound like my problem.
Probably isn't. So now that you have your phone back, was there anything specific you wanted to do other than let everybody know that you are in possession of your phone once more?
No, I'm good. I guess find Amaging because he's kind of the one that is leading the astral side of things. I don't know. We're supposed to go together. So
are you headed back to his room once more as usual?
Yeah, pretty much. He's probably there.
Okay. Amazing. Are you most likely there in your room after the meeting that you guys had in the conference room?
Oh, well, no, I'm not there.
Oh, you burst open the door as usual because clearly this is your room as well.
Might as well be.
And no one else is in here. It's just you.
Well, you know, I have a phone for a reason. I'm going to call him.
Amazing. You're getting a phone call from Otto.
You'll probably hear a ringing like coming from the library area of my room,
echoing down the hallway.
Do you answer that?
No.
I'm gonna call again.
I'm just gonna yell down the hallway.
I heard you bust open my door.
You could have picked up. Head towards the library. I didn't want to protrude. What if you were like naked?
You still kick the door open.
Well, that's our room, so it's different. You know, this is kind of your area. That's our area.
I'm not staying in my room anymore.
Right, but you know, I mean, we just shared so many personal memories there. I figured it's like our bond has really sealed it as us conjoined. I don't know. Anyways, what are we doing? How are we doing this? Are we just floating out there?
We could do that, or we can drive there. Either or. Give us a little extra time if we drive out there.
Do we want to? Well, okay. What if we don't have really anyone to watch our bodies if we drive out there, do we?
No.
Because I mean, we got the other three, but they're doing their own, and like, I don't really want us to all go together because if there's like a getaway and we aren't able to follow them with her, you know, we might get lost in the astral.
Let's just do it from here then.
Okay, yeah, it's probably safest. So we going now, or
Yeah, let's get this over with. I'll find a nice little
Alright.
cozy corner to lay down in and poof into the astral.
Back into your rooms, or
Well, I'm gonna go back. I'm
Library?
gonna go back, make sure he shut the door, and I'm gonna lock the door.
okay. Door is now shut and locked.
And then I'll lay on my bed,
Okay.
and I'm gonna wait for him to actually proceed to see where he lays down at.
Sit on the ground, I guess.
Okay.
All right.
Ruin my fun.
All right. Well, you guys actually project yourselves, zooming away to the location of the warehouse.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you can find it. It's one of the large warehouses that's located down at the Tacoma docks. It has a nice shimmery astral signature over it.
It's worded.
Well, that immediately makes this significantly more difficult.
Any watcher spirits floating around?
There are, yes. There are actually a lot of watcher spirits all over the docks.
Wow, this sucks automatically.
Well, this isn't the only, it's the docks. This isn't the only place.
I guess that's pretty normal.
There are lots of watcher spirits around the docks area.
Is the ward like covering specific is it covering like only blue chips area, or is it the entire docks?
Oh no, it's not the whole warehouse. It's just a portion of it.
Okay.
Got it. Okay. Well, the watcher spirits are kind of annoying,
I'm
but
not worried about them.
yeah. Okay. So what do we want to do about the ward? Do we just want to break it? I mean,
Let's
I can't go through it, so either way.
Take a look around first before we do anything. Can we stealthily fly down to the warehouse?
Sure, you can fly into the docks area. Avoid some of the watcher spirits. If you get
Alright.
close to any of the other warehouses, there'll be a watcher spirit that floats by that gives you an alert that says you're too close. Tries to wave you away.
I ignore it and then go away from that said warehouse.
Okay.
I'm concentrating on the blue chip.
You kind of have to zigzag a little bit to get through because you'll constantly be stopped. Like, you're not supposed to be here. Don't go this way.
God, I hate watchers.
We should probably get some.
We have some.
They suck.
We just got them. So
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, so to the warehouse.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can make it to Blue Chip's warehouse.
all right.
What are we seeing here?
Are you gonna go in
Yes.
to the non-warded area?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you phase in, it looks like just a big empty warehouse, and well, not empty. There's boxes. You can see there are people moving around. It's active during the day, so there's a lot of different astral signatures. You can see a bunch of different people working down on the docks.
Well, I guess if they're going to do any like shipping of ghoul/ghoul food, they're probably going to be doing it during the night. They probably wouldn't do it in the middle of the day.
Maybe? Weren't they doing delivery trucks to the blue chip facility like during the day?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, so
No, I guess that's true.
Remember, the back of
Alright.
delivery trucks don't have to have windows.
what are these, like
Okay.
big shipping containers?
There are a couple large shipping containers, but the area that's warded off in the back is like its own extra little area inside the warehouse.
If I fly into one of these shipping containers, what am I seeing anything in there? Anything lighting up?
No, not in any of these shipping containers, no.
And I sense the ward. And Amaging, you should also do it because
I
you statistically roll higher than me.
will sense the ward as well.
Well, obviously it's not a subject, so it's no health, no emotion. The class of magical subject, it's a ward. Yeah. Just in case you didn't know. You've never seen the subject's aura before. Doesn't have essence or magic. No implants. Force. What are both your magical attributes?
7.
6.
Okay, the force is higher than both your magical attributes. And obviously it has an astral signature present on it. It's a ward.
I don't know. We could probably come back at night, see what the guard situation looks like at night as well.
I don't think we're gonna get much out of this anymore astrally. I think we gotta just come back physically, and I mean I can't get in there either way, obviously.
If we break the ward, that's different.
Well, true, but that is, alerts people.
It does.
So yeah, we should probably see what it's like during nighttime. If it's not super high, if it's not busy or anything, I think we should probably do our investigation. Have everyone come here in the middle of the night, try to figure out what's in the warded area.
Fly back to the bodies.
Meanwhile, what are Bear and Spider going to be doing after the lights flicker in the conference room?
I'm going to pretend that didn't happen
Mm-hmm.
and call Brass.
Brass, you are getting a phone call from Bear.
Hello?
Hey, we're back on the clock, buddy. This whole blue chip thing. We gotta move on it. Red face guy was not too happy that we've taken so long.
Right. Like red face, like he's impatient, like he's angry.
No, the clown man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the magic clown man.
Okay.
Things are getting real weird. We'll pick you up. We're gonna go do a walk around the docks, get as close as we can. I think Ghost is down there setting up some electronic surveillance. So we're gonna get eyes on things and assess the situation for possible weak points, entry points.
Right. Shall I go ahead and give him a ring then? Check in with him. I know of the stuff we talked about last night. I'd like to hear his side of things just to make sure I'm not missing any details.
Yeah, definitely get with him. There's a lot going on that I didn't have time to fill you in on, and I will happily do so. But it was sort of an urgent thing. We needed your help to rescue that dwarf.
Sounds good to me.
I owe you an explanation.
Well, all right. I'll see you soon then.
Are you guys going to go pick him up, or what are you going to do? Or is Brass going to go to Asgard?
As far as I know, we left him at the safe house, so we'll just swing back by there.
I will not be accompanying Bear. I will be staying. I'm still alone in the conference room. I am first going to go to the kitchen and see if I could get myself a candy bar just to screw with that thing that keeps trying to talk to me. And then I'm going to sit down and I'm actually going to start reading the information that the elf got us about the book, because I'm already hearing voices. My days are numbered. Like whole hog, just while I'm waiting for them to come back. That's what I'm going to do.
Delve back into more
I'm
of the
just gonna,
information from the...
Yeah, but I'm going to try to find a candy bar first for myself.
Sure, you can find a candy bar in the cafeteria.
Sweet. As I eat it, as I'm walking back, I'm going to be like, no candy for you.
And then you're just diving into the information from the reporter that you got.
Yes.
So she has done a pretty thorough investigation. There's a lot of information that's been gathered. They're positive that the book is real. The number of different people that have interacted with it. Not everyone that has interacted with or have been caught up in this book fiasco has gone insane. So small silver lining, right?
Okay, there's hope. Does it say that is there any record in that research of somebody coming in contact with the book not turning into an eyeless, terrifying monster? Is that what she means by not insane?
Anybody that has come into direct contact, usually any survivor reports end very terribly.
Good times. I continue to eat my candy bar.
Yeah, for anyone that's come in possession of the book, apparently it ends very badly for them.
Okay, so we might just slowly go normal crazy with the voices in our head as long as we don't touch it. That's my takeaway. Okay, cool.
Sure, maybe just regular crazy. Right? That's got to be fun.
I mean, we're already a little bit regular crazy, so I mean, I'll take that.
Okay. But yeah, that's the information that you get from going through most of the files that you were given.
I will just peruse them and take notes and make sure I'm ready for the next time we talk to Kevin.
Add your whiteboard.
No, I'm not. I'm going to actually, that's a good point. I'm not going to add anything about this book to the whiteboard, and I'm going to go over to the whiteboard and erase all the stuff that we had about the book because we were told not to bring it here. So it doesn't belong here.
All right. Okay. Out of sight, out of mind. All right, Bear, are you, when you're traveling to go pick up Brass, are you still using the good old white panel van?
No. Before I leave, what cars do we have in the garage? Actually, no, I should use the white panel van because then I can drop that back off at the safe house.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take the white panel van and I'll park it at the safe house and say hide the keys like under the floor mat or something.
It's another couple-hour drive and you're back into the area where the safe house is and where you also dropped off Brass.
I'll head up and collect him.
All right, Bear has come back for you.
Yeah, Brass is just going to, as they're walking down, kind of thinking about the gravity of what Bear was saying, what was at risk, as it were, and being kind of concerned of the whole truth situation. So he's kind of just like stoic, just like walking, not really saying too much.
Okay, right back to that.
So, the families and the kids at Asgard are in danger because we are having an information breakdown here. Amaging and I have not gotten along in weeks. He's doing his own side hustle, dealing with some mobsters that are connected to my past and his somehow. Like, my nemesis is working with his old mafia connections, and it's a whole messy thing. He's convinced he's going to take on the whole mob himself, I guess. And Spider and I are being hunted by those mobsters. And our names are apparently in the Book of the Dead.
Oh.
That we didn't even read. I don't know how our names got in that book. We never even came in contact with it.
Above table question: has Brass heard talk of the Book of the Dead?
No, I think this is the first time that he's hearing it.
Okay, so first off, Amaging is a vigilante who's working. Your adversary is his enemy, is your enemy?
Yes, our enemies are working together.
Great. Also, Book of the Dead? Like, is that like a self-help book kind of thing? Like Ego Death?
I'll show you some trids later that pretty much spell it out. Yeah, so it's a magic book of evil.
Oh.
And I was hired by two different groups, one of them being the Mafia, to find it. I'm obviously not going to do that, but in making it look like I was looking for it, somehow my name got into it, and I don't know how. Also, the Clown Man's really upset that we're not actually doing the job that he paid us for, which is why we're going to go surveil the docks right now.
Oh,
but I'm sorry I couldn't explain all that before.
All right. Well, it seems like you're experiencing some interpersonal drama with your mates, so I'm not going to press too hard, but it's a lot to keep track of, and so I'm just going to keep my head down. If you point anything on me to punch, I'll punch it, but I'll try to help with this surveillance thing as much as I can.
Spider actually has a whiteboard that explains it pretty well. That's what was in the big cardboard boxes.
I love reading.
I'll start the no, because we're gonna leave the van. Let's just call a robocab and head for the docks.
Okay, you're just going right to the docks from where you're at.
Yeah, I assume during the day there'll be a lot of people in and out, and maybe we can slip in and kind of blend in with workers.
So your auto cab will dump you off in Tacoma near the docks area. It's separated into a bunch of different spots. Okay, you have the regular open to the public area and access to the marina, right? Then there's kind of the warehouse area on the docks, and then there's where all of the new big containers will be coming in on shipments, and there are a lot of activity down there as well. Those two areas, the ones that go to the shipping containers directly and the warehouses that are housing them, are usually separated by fencing and checkpoints away from the marina area.
I'm thinking start with the marina, and Brass, tell me what you think about this. I'm thinking start with the marina. Maybe there's a pub with outdoor seating if it's a nice day, and we can sit there and observe what's going on, how people are moving. I can use my eyes and see a lot farther, so I might be able to pick up something, and then I can relay what I see to you. Is there anything like that, like an outdoor cafe in the marina area?
Yeah, of course there is.
Okay, let's get a sandwich.
And you're just gonna watch over into the docks area. Are you looking for anything specific while you're doing that?
Looking for security, like any armed guards, what they're armed with, and I'm gonna turn on vision magnification while we're sitting there. And looking for guards, drones, if there are any, what the guards are armed with, if they're wearing body armor, and as people are going in and out of the shipping area, what process is there for getting in and out? Like how are people getting through the checkpoints? I assume like ID badges or scanners or something like that. But
well, you're far enough away that you can't really tell, but you can see that there are a bunch of different shipping type trucks that will go in and out from the docks. There's just box trucks, vans, and then big semis. So
even with vision magnification, I can't pick up detail.
No, you're too far away, and you wouldn't be situated to they like stop at a guard station, and then there's something that happens, and then the truck is waved through or told to go to pointed in a specific direction. You can't quite tell exactly how,
but it's all different sizes and shapes of trucks. Okay. And it does look like multiple businesses are,
a lot of different ones
out of here. Okay.
Yes. There's a lot of movement in and out, all different types of delivery vehicles doing pickups, then leaving the docks, going their own separate ways. You can notice there's a few drones here and there that are flying back and forth over the docks. Some of them look like they're delivering things to other parts of warehouses. Others look like they're just hovering over areas. Security wise, you don't see anything, overtly other than the guard checkpoints that are placed here and there.
Well, I'm open to suggestions, buddy.
So what if we steal some uniforms, get in there, we could jot down any sort of security stuff we need to. Maybe I could be admitted again for being a troubled individual, or maybe you can. I don't think they recorded your face when the Orc Revolution, as it were, was occurring.
Orc Revolution. I like it.
Yeah. I never really found out what happened with those. It's probably nothing. But yeah, so maybe you can get some insights there. You've got a silver tongue, as it were. You could probably prize some useful information, maybe.
Piggybacking. What if we play it like we're here for a job interview? We're both big brawny types.
Security. Yeah. All right. I like that. A little more above board, as it were.
I'm going to straighten my tie, stand up, and tap to pay the check.
Okay.
All right, come on. Let's go fill out a job application.
Where are you going to go fill out job applications?
We're just going to go up to one of the checkpoints. Good afternoon, officer, sir. We're here for the job interview.
What?
We're here to interview.
I don't do interviews. I don't know what the frack you're talking about.
Yeah, we're just trying to get to the blue chip warehouse. We're interviewing for security positions.
Oh, okay. Show me your day passes.
Oh, you know what? We were told that we could get them here.
Well, then you were told wrong, and you'll have to go back and talk to whoever you were talking to.
Yeah, sure, will do. Thank you for your help. And I'll scurry away with Brass and call Leap Boy.
It takes a couple rings.
Yeah. What? Huh? What time is it? Who is this?
It's Bear.
Oh yeah. Huh? Yeah. What time is it?
I don't know, maybe 10.
Wow. Oh, why so early?
I need your help.
Look, I know I'm a hot commodity and I'm really good at what I do, but my operating hours are not at this time. And I'm already doing a bunch of stuff on the back end here for you about slaying that Drek on those message boards. That's like a full-time job.
I will give you 2,500 new yen if you can do this. I will wire it to you right now.
What is it that you want me to do? Let's start with that.
I just need a fake day pass to access the Tacoma docks. Well, 2 of them.
Oh, I only need 2 fake credentials right now, out of nowhere, after I crash into a rating red system. I know you have no idea what any of that means.
You can't just, find one and copy it?
Find one and copy it. He says, yes, I can. So what you do is you mug 2 guys that have one, and then you go to Kinko's and make copies. That would be the fastest way to find and copy it.
So you can't just
I am not a genie.
I don't know how computers work.
Well, maybe you should take a crash course in technology. You know what? Never mind. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get this all set up for you. It's gonna be great. Don't even sweat it. All right? But no, I can't do what you're asking for right now, right this second.
All right, I'm gonna turn back to Brass. Let's just mug some people.
Masters of subterfuge, ladies and gentlemen.
At around 11:30, 12 in the afternoon, where would you like to go mug people?
We'll wait until they leave for lunch.
Who are you? Never mind. Sure.
How do I roll?
There's a whistle that goes off in the docks, and you'll see some shift changes, shuffling of people. Some people are going to leave through the security checkpoints, and some are going to get in their cars, and others are going to head across the street over to restaurants or bars. So what would you like to do?
What do I roll to see who's the most muggable?
Do you have street smarts as a knowledge skill?
I have criminal organizations and police procedures, as well as etiquette.
No. You can roll intelligence to try and discern who would be a good mark. Brass, you point out a target to Bear that you think would be a perfect candidate for a day mugging.
That one.
Spoiler, it's a troll.
Spoiler, it's an orc.
In glasses.
That's almost as bad.
It's an orc. He's got his sleeves rolled up. He has tattoos down both arms.
Is this person just on the street? Because as a backup plan, I could try and just pickpocket.
He's crossing the street. He's also wearing rings on both hands.
All right, hear me out. Does he have an ID badge clipped to his shirt or overall?
No, he does not.
I'm gonna try and pickpocket him. I'm just gonna like run like I'm trying to cross the street, like I'm in a hurry, and bump into him and try for a dip and try to pickpocket him.
Gonna try to pickpocket the guy.
Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm in such a hurry. I'm such a clumsy guy. I'm still getting used to these new cyber limbs.
Just run into him like that.
Yep.
Okay, roll me stealth.
Hey, Easy, you said this guy had a lot of tattoos.
Yes.
Are any of them in relation to, I don't know, a group, an organization?
Oh, would you like to roll?
I sure would.
You have criminal organizations, right?
I sure do.
Yes, you can spot some tattoos on his arms that mark him as an enforcer for the mafia. Yeah, you are able to rifle in his pockets, grab something. He doesn't notice you. He just gives you a gruff, "Watch where you walking."
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Won't happen again. And I'll continue across the street in a hurry.
He eyes you as you go back across the street, and then just keeps on walking.
Duck behind, I don't know, like a tree or, well, they don't have phone booths. But just get somewhere that I'm not immediately observed and show Brass what I got.
What do he got?
He has a wallet.
We'll rifle through it and see if there's an ID badge for the docks.
There is not an ID badge for the docks. Inside the wallet, you find some coupons. You find 2 of them are 1 stamp away from their next free meal. There's also a couple business cards to some fancy clubs. That's about it. He has some ticket stubs. He does have one. He does have 1 card key, but it's not for Tacoma.
That's a surprise tool. It'll help us later.
No, it's something that you recognize though. It's a card key to a locker that you would find on the metro station.
Okay. I'll pocket that and then toss the wallet like maybe he dropped it crossing the street.
Can I call Bear?
Would you like to call Bear?
I would like to call Bear.
So Bear, right after your pickpocketing, your phone goes off.
I probably panic slightly and almost drop the phone. Yeah.
Hey, what you doing? Where you guys at?
Trying to surveil the docks, but it's not going well. Physical security is pretty tight.
Oh yeah, we were just gonna like do a little heist mission in the middle of the night. I think we figured out where we need to go. So we were just gonna like break in the middle of the night and just try to kind of go straight there. I mean, it's the docks, you know. I mean, there's a lot of like, I figure it's gonna be pretty tight security. Like unless we have like some way of like a pass or something, I don't think we're really gonna get in. So I figured like we could probably like just get like some like, I don't know, is there gates there like
yes
linked? Okay, we could probably get some like wire cutters.
Brass and I were actually working on getting a security
fence.
pass, but if we have to use wire cutters, we can. Also, have you seen Ghost's new truck? Holy crap, you could probably just drive right through.
I can't see. So
sorry. Poor phrasing, buddy.
All
I'm
good.
sorry.
Although I have seen it, but that's not important. Yeah, I guess we probably shouldn't do that though, because that would get Lone Star on us. So we probably shouldn't just drive into the middle of the docks. If the pass route, well, you continue work on that. If that's not going to work, I'll talk to Amaging, but we could probably just like hop the fence in the middle of the night or something like that. That's probably the way we're going to have to go.
Do you think
unless we can get passes for all of it? But do you know anyone with a boat?
I mean, we're in Seattle. We could just steal a boat. I'm at a marina right now.
Okay, then go. Okay, steal a boat then.
Not right now. What am I going to do with a boat until nightfall?
Like, what do you? I don't. Okay, then steal a boat tonight. What are you going to do with a boat? Period.
Amphibious incursion. We come around on the water side.
Or we could just hop a fence.
There's a lot of fences.
We could just... Okay, then you guys continue doing. We'll strategize once you get back. How about that?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go with that.
Okay, all right.
Hang up.
So how much longer you are Brass and Bear gonna hang out down here at the docks?
Where's the closest metro station?
One just a few blocks up the street.
Is the card marked with what locker it goes to?
Yes.
Let's go see what's in his locker. Might be useful.
I mean, you can make it to the metro station. It's busy. There are people getting on and off for the rail. It's a little crowded. It's not super crowded, though.
Pop the locker. See what he's got.
Slide the card to open the locker. Locker door pops open. There's a very nice briefcase inside.
That's definitely not a bomb. Can I look at it with thermographic vision? Like checking for like the heat source of like a battery or anything?
There's no heat source off of the briefcase.
All right. I'll pop it open, peek inside.
It is locked.
Brash, you want
It
to
has the little rolling combination locks.
you want to take it? Spider can probably crack this open.
Sure. You know, I'm pretty sure that inside this is the key. It's going to crack this case wide open, and it's going to give us exactly what we need to get in there and storm the gates.
I don't think that's it exactly.
Onward.
I'll just put the briefcase back, close the locker, and I'll keep that pass key though.
Wait, you're leaving the suitcase?
I just don't see how it would be relevant for the blue chip thing.
You never know.
Well, I don't know. That orc did look at me funny. And you were staring at his tattoos pretty intently.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely part of the mafia. So
I grabbed the briefcase. It might be useful for Amaging or Kevin.
You have the briefcase. Are you still hanging out around the dock carrying a briefcase around with you now, or are you getting out of here?
Yeah, let's get out of here. I think Otto brought up a good point. If we can't get a pass key, which it seems we can't get a pass key, we could probably just take some wire cutters to the fence. Yeah, let's just go strategize. At least we saw what the security's like. It's pretty tight. We can come up with something with everybody else.
excellent idea.
So just heading back to Asgard then?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take you long to get there. As usual, now you're heavy one briefcase. Once you get back, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go back to the conference room looking for Spider.
All right, Spider, in the time that he was down looking around the docks and having a bit of lunch and stealing a briefcase, I mean, that's more than enough time for you to have flipped through all the notes and been eating in the cafeteria. Would you still be there, or would you have gone back to the conference room, or where are you in the compound?
I would probably have gone back to the conference room and would be trying to just generic Scroogle search the docks and basic security, and just to try to help out.
Sure. In your basic search, you'll discover that the Tacoma Docks area is under 3 different jurisdictions. They have security contracts with Lone Star, security contracts with Night Errant, and there's also the Metroplex Guard.
Oh boy. Okay, I add those notes to the whiteboard.
Sure. The Metroplex Guard is only there for very specific locations around the Tacoma Docks area.
What guards are specifically, if I can glean that much, what guards are specifically around the blue chip area?
Oh, close to that area?
Yes.
It's hard to say. It looks like it just might be under a cross-jurisdictional area between Lone Star and Night Errant. So whoever gets there first.
Okay. But both of those are bad news, so I note that also on the whiteboard.
You're in the middle of gathering all this information and updating your whiteboard when both Brass and Bear will come back into the room.
I'll slap the briefcase onto the table. Hey, can you open that?
Would this come from?
Locker.
I'll just try to open it, I suppose.
Sure, it's locked.
What would you like me to roll to try to unlock it?
Well, it's not electronically locked. It's like actually just old school, the turning combination.
I'm gonna flip it around needs a key.
I mean, you can try and pick the lock if you want with your tools.
I mean,
It's
I'll
just
try.
difficult.
I'll try.
Inside the briefcase, there's a handful of chips.
Ooh, are they labeled?
No, none of them are labeled.
Ah, would have been so much easier. Is that
And
it?
then then there's a little like drawstring bag that's also inside. There's definitely something in it. Okay, opening it up. Inside there are 2 jump drives.
Are these labeled?
No.
I could see Spire's frustration of reading these. And I'm like, God didn't even have an ID or a name tag.
So how exactly is this supposed to help us? I'm just curious what the thought process was there.
Well, we were trying to steal maybe an ID badge or security card to access the docks. I got the guy's wallet instead. In said wallet was a pass key for a locker at the metro station. So we took the briefcase that was in the locker. I was going to leave it because he was just some guy. And then Brass told me he was actually in the mafia, like the capital M bad guys that are working with Dorian. And I thought, there are no coincidences in the universe. Maybe it's connected somehow. Or maybe we can ransom this information for more money.
So I take the box, take the briefcase lid, I close it back up, and I just put it with my bag for when we, are done with what we're doing. We'll come back to that. Did you figure out anything else?
Security is really, really tight. Have you heard from the wizards?
No.
Hopefully Ghost was able to get some more info on the inside of the docks compound. We're seeing some pretty tight security outside.
Yeah, it's same thing from just like randomly scroogling for information. Where the blue chip dock is, it's like it would either be Knight Errant or Lone Star who would respond if something happened. So that's bad news all around. I mean, I guess we can just try to, if we're just going to sneak in and try to blow it up, we can still probably do that.
Smash and grab. We just need to be quick. Molotovs through the windows, maybe some plastique.
I'm sorry, I think I lost the narrative. Are we trying to destroy this place, or are we trying to get information for Mr. Clownman?
We're blowing it up or rendering it unusable to our enemies.
I will pull up my phone and reluctantly call Amaging to see if they're back and if they answer, if they have any information about their magical surveillance that they'd like to share.
So, Amaging, you're getting a phone call from Spider.
What time is it?
It's late afternoon, probably around 2 to 3 p.m.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll pick up.
Hey, just wanted to see if you learned anything from your astral projection.
We're going back at night to take a look at the place.
Okay. Give us a call when you come back.
Yeah.
Let us know what you find.
Can do.
Okay. Click.
Okay, we can fast forward to evening. It's only a couple hours away. Are both of the mages going back
Yeah,
at night?
I imagine. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So once again, you projecting out of your room or leaving someplace else?
We'll just project out of the room.
Okay. Flying, you know the direction, so you can get back over there. Less activity during the evening. There's still kind of like a night crew around. You can get those astral signatures as you're zooming around. Occasionally you still bump into the watcher spirits that are there like, don't go here, don't go here. But you can make your way back to warehouse that has the blue chip section in it.
Right. Is there anybody in the outside of the warehouse?
Yes, there are people that are outside of the warehouse.
What does it look like they're doing?
Standing outside of the warehouse.
Kind of like in a security sort of way, like they're guarding the warehouse.
Maybe, can't really tell. They're kind of just hanging out.
I mean, I guess that would make sense. They'd have security guards.
Oh, take a peek inside.
The first thing that you're going to experience when you get back inside is how just bad it feels. Didn't feel like this when you were here earlier. Now it feels bad. Yeah, like this just awful energy washes over you as soon as you cross inside.
Well, is it a sensing time, Auto?
Yeah.
I think it's sensing time.
So from all of this, you're getting that it's only a background count of 1. The emotional state that you're getting from this background count is it's coming from some form of torture.
Oh, okay.
That's what's causing it.
Torture. Well, so what are they doing then? Could they just be moving the homeless people basically here in the middle of the night and then cutting them up and torturing them and chopping them up here?
Could be it.
I don't know what else who else they'd be torturing. I mean, it's not like they're...
What are we seeing inside of the warehouse?
Well, there's still that heavily warded area. The background kind of emanates from there. It's like it oozes out even through the ward to kind of infect the rest of the area.
How big is the back area? Like the warded area, like in meters? Like, is it, a couple meters, or is it just like a room, or is it like an entire section?
No, it's like a small section of the warehouse, of the overall warehouse.
Cool. So yeah, they're probably that's probably where all their quote unquote prisoners are, because I don't imagine they'd be torturing ghouls. That doesn't really make sense for Blue Chip, unless they're like experimenting on them. But I'm pretty sure they just want to turn everyone into ghouls, so that's probably not it.
I seriously doubt that, but
so what do we refresh? I just had like this sense that Bear said something and it a little confused me, but I wasn't there yet. It was like a dream. What is our goal with this place again? Are we just going to destroy it with like Molotovs through the window?
yeah, I mean,
or
like our job was to just disrupt Blue Chip's operations, so destroying this place is...
So do we want to look into what they're doing, or do we just want to buy some explosives and call it a day? Because like we could just buy some grenades and like, I'm not a good throw, but
I don't think alerting them is going to be a good idea. Let's try to see maybe how much personnel they have here at the warehouse, and then that's going to be our only real bet right now. You want to watch outside or inside?
I'm not going inside. I got it. You got it. Have fun.
Okay.
I'll be here.
I'll see you here in a couple of hours. And I just want to sit and see what happens within like a few hours.
Sure. Within a couple hours, there is stuff that is being moved in and out of the warded area.
Does that stuff have a background count connected to it?
Yeah, it has a little bit of that background count connected to it. And you are getting like life signs. And if you sense them at all, I'll just give this to you for free. The sensing that you get from any of those that are coming out is like a blank slate.
Okay, they're dead.
No, they're not, or else you wouldn't see their auras.
So much worse.
They're dead.
That's so much worse.
That is so much worse.
If they were dead, you wouldn't see their auras, but when you try to sense them, the emotional states and everything you're getting is blank, like nothing.
Where are they, like, from the outside perspective, where are they taking these cargo? Like, where are they?
They're being loaded up onto a box truck.
I wonder where that box truck is going.
You could always follow it.
I'm going to. So, I will pop my head through the wall request. Amazing, I'll be right back. And then I'm going to follow the box truck.
All right, I mean, it's going to take a few hours to get to where it's going.
Yeah, I know. I will not be right back.
So how long are you going to sit inside the warehouse just watching? The loading and unloading goes on for the next 3.5 hours.
Okay, I just want to like keep track of how many people are here. I want to sense each and every one of these people that are like bringing the boxes out.
It's like a small group of at least 12. They're doing the loading into these box trucks that pull up, and then they'll get out of there.
Well, I guess after that, I'll head back to the body.
So Otto, while you're following one of the box trucks, it's going all the way north, obeying all the traffic laws that it can. Eventually, you can recognize. I don't know. Did you go to the airfield last time?
I did. I body slammed a guy.
That's right. So yes, you'll recognize the airfield.
Okay. All right. I will leave once I am familiar that it is going here, just to be sure. We didn't need a secret fourth location. And I will head back to the body.
Okay. So Amaging, you'll be back in your body a little bit before Otto is back to his.
I'm gonna wait for Otto to poof back.
Hey, how's it going? Anything else interesting happen on your end?
No, they're they were bringing people out of that warded area, and they were.
Yeah, the blink slates. Yeah, I was.
Were you there for that, or were you outside?
I was outside. So like, but I was.
Okay, yeah. So I'll relay that information to you because you weren't there to fucking see it.
Okay, I guess that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll relay all that information to you. And what did you find? How many guards are outside?
Well, so I actually followed one of those cargo containers to see where those were going, and they're going to the airport.
Oh, okay.
So that confirms that. So hypothetically, we just blow up this warehouse and we're good.
You might have some people there going to try to stop us on this. So
we literally kill people for a living.
That's very true. That is very true. But
plus, like, we could also, I mean, can't we just like take last run's method and just have Ghost drop some Molotovs on the place again? Like, that worked really effectively. Like, that was like really effective.
Who knows what their fire suppression system looks like? We have no idea what the building is equipped with.
Okay, so we'll drop some Molotovs and grenades. What, are they anti-explosive warehouses too? We'll drop grenades first, blow a hole in the roof, then a Molotov inside. You know, I mean, I feel like
whatever.
It's either that or we just
whatever our plan is. The place has got to go. They're doing some not so great things there that kind of give me the heebie-jeebies. Team meeting in the morning.
Conference, yeah, and yeah. I'm gonna go to bed.
So during the evening, both Bear and Spider, you don't actually get to sleep very well. Your entire evening is plagued with nightmares about being trapped in hallways or tightly confined rooms. You can never quite find the exit, and you feel like something is always chasing you down the hallways.
What time do I like? I imagine I just give up trying to sleep at like a ridiculously early hour. So I go down to the kitchen, I make coffee, and I have another candy bar. And I say, man, bet you really wish you could have this, don't you?
You wake up, it is 3:33 in the morning.
Awesome. I'll just give up at that point. Just give up. Go eat another candy bar. Have some coffee. Taunt the thing in my head, because screw it.
Who's calling the morning meeting or the morning gathering?
We're probably up first.
Oh,
no, it's me. I'm doing the meeting. I'm waking up extra early just to be sure.
Otto wakes up at 3:32.
I wait.
Just sits in the conference room, just waiting.
Yeah, and the second anyone else walks in, I'm gonna hit the button to do a conference.
He didn't
meeting.
go to bed at all. He just went there and stayed up all night.
I actually slept on the table. I put like a stack of cans in front of the door, so you open it, it just wakes me up, slam the button, just like laying on the table with a blanket.
Fair enough. So when Bear walks in early in the morning and knocks over all your cans, you pop up awake and just slam the conference call button to get everybody. Sure. Everybody gets a buzz notification at around 3:40 in the morning.
Why would you hit the button that early?
I didn't know you guys would be up this early. Why are you guys up this early?
Rough night. I'm probably holding an entire pot of coffee in one hand.
You look like Drek. You should probably get like some long haul or something, dude.
I don't know what that is. I don't.
Oh,
I don't do drugs.
It's like a anti-sleep drug. It like temporarily stalls your need to sleep.
It's a super caffeine pill.
Yeah, pretty much. But then you pass the frag out for a while. I don't remember how long. I did it in like college for study nights, but that's pretty much it. But it might be useful if you guys aren't sleeping well.
So Brass and Amaging, do you heed the summons
No.
to come to the room?
Not even a little bit
in the morning?
That's fair. I'm gonna put the blanket back on and roll over on the table and try to go back to sleep.
It's uncomfortable, but you can. So are we waiting till a more respectable hour to then call the meeting once more?
Yeah, while I'm waiting for everyone else though, those special bulletins that I got, I'm gonna pin up on the board because it's all somewhat interconnected.
Oh, about the blue chip ones and the ghoul sightings, but not the homicide arson. I'm gonna peg that one off to the side, and in like red marker, like question mark, did the data chips, can those be slotted into a pocket secretary, like the jump drives? Yes, they can.
All right, I'm gonna check out the jump drives, but I'm not too keen on putting any chips into my skull.
You slot them, they say that there's no, the file's too large, it won't pull it up.
Okay, I'll just wait for everybody to show up for the meeting, or wait till dawn at least before calling anyone.
More like 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning. Now it's around 8 o'clock. You'll get another buzz, Amaging and Brass, that there's a meeting being called in the conference room again.
Now there's a respectable time. Yes, I will go.
Brass is walking out in his nightcap and pajamas,
making his way to the conference room, still in his pajamas. So Amaging and Brass will enter into the conference room. But before you can get started on talking about anything, Bear, your phone will go off.
I'll answer it.
It's Mr. Bear
speaking.
Mr. Bear, I just wanted to reach out and let you know that our contract is no longer valid. I no longer need your services.
And who's this?
Oh, this is Mr. Esposito.
And that's where we'll end.
Hey, Alonzo, I got a list of things I needed to pick up for people back home. Looks like Bear needs some Crimson Gecko and the Rogue 404. Nicholas and Anthony need as much Drekstorm as you can spare. Oh, you have that order for Tim, John, Tommy, and Martin. I think it was Lady One Gaming. I've never heard of it. Michael and Niles, they need a pinch of Manic, a pound of Sander, and enough winter to have a party. Jim and Austin need some of the musician, and Rendy needs a relic and a shadow dagger, and it's strictly for ceremonial purposes. You think you can do that?
The Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sound, audio, video, and/or any proprietary materials used in connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. is granted permission to Critical Hits to use such names, logos, artwork, photographs, sound, audio, video, and/or any proprietary materials for promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with Critical Hits in any official capacity whatsoever.